The employee shortage does not seem to be getting better. I was thinking maybe things would improve going into the summer months, college students coming home, maybe recent graduates that haven't been able to find those jobs yet. But it is still a struggle out there, and including for so many different industries and our banking industry. Let's bring in Carma Peters. She's the president and CEO for the Michigan Legacy Credit Union. Great to have you with us, Carma. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here.
So you too are experiencing a shortage of workers.
Yes, it has been a couple years and it has not stopped at all.
But I always thought it was cool to work in a bank.
It is very cool to work in a bank, and most people don't even realize all of the different areas that banking entails. You think of just tellers, but we have a cards department, human resources, training, IT, of course, accounting. Everybody knows about accounting. We have marketing, facilities, collections, mortgage lending. So there's so many different areas, but finding help has been very difficult, and it continues to be difficult.
So what positions are you looking for, or is it really still across the board?
Uh, right now, our biggest focus would be our contact center. So we just developed and executed a new video banking platform a year ago. I think we had perfect timing in that. So we have a lot of our contact center that are also now on video. And as we're transforming our branches to these new ways of doing business with video banking, we need concierges to really walk our member owners through the whole process of how this is different, because it is very different. But we study the demographic, and we understand that the largest demographic that are adopting technology are 50 and older.
Oh,
So, based on our data and the fact that only 7% of our member or customers come into our lobbies, we have shifted our business to a video platform. So, our new lobbies do not have tellers. So, it's a new shift.
I will say, now that you say that, I don't remember the last time I was actually in a bank, but I also have USAA, so we don't have any banks here. But it's a credit union without banks, so they have other avenues. But when I'm thinking about that, there are times that you need a bank. My husband still has a local bank, but how does that work with a video teller? Can the person be at home? I mean, there's still things that you have to do in person, right?
Well, there's really not. Now we have remote deposit capture. So if you actually get a check, you can take a picture on your phone and deposit it. We have the ATM network, so you can go to the nearest ATM, and we have a finder to if you want to search for a fee free ATM, and you can deposit checks and cash in ATMs now. They scan the checks, they scan the deposit, so you actually see that on your bank account. So really, if I didn't work here, I would probably never be here. And I often forget to get money and go to the ATM to get my cash because I'm busy during the day. But yeah, virtually everything you need to do now, you don't need to go to a physical location. However, we recognize there is a percentage of our membership that like to see it. They like to know where we are. And we do a lot of community activities around our branches. So it was really important to keep a footprint, but actually downsize our footprint with our overhead costs by about 24,000 square feet when we're done.
Wow. Carma Peters with us here on the MegaCast. She's the president and CEO for the Michigan Legacy Credit Union. And with that, Carma, by the way, how long have you been in the business?
Oh gosh, I hate to say that. Well, over
We
30.
won't try to add up your age. Let's just say.
Yeah, I started as a co-op student in high school, so I have been in the industry well over 35 years.
Oh my God, you were such the cool person in high school because you worked in a bank and got to dress up and not
Yeah,
wear the McDonald's uniform.
exactly. It was great. It
So,
was
with that, you've seen the industry change so much within that time period.
Oh, dramatically. I remember the first fax machine. That kind of dates me. And now all this mobile technology that we have, so members really can and clients can conduct business no matter where they are. If they're at the beach if they're on vacation, if they're in the hospital and they need to transact business, they can do that from their phone. It's amazing.
It really is amazing. But with that, in order to try to attract employees, you're doing what so many other businesses are doing right now and upping the pay level. Tell us
Yes.
more about that and what was behind that decision.
There's been a lot of shift and change, and we truly want to attract a level of employee that will make our members that service level expectation very high. So we wanted to attract quality employees, and it's getting tougher and tougher to do that. So the end of May, we increased our minimum wage to $16 an hour for all staff, which was 18 employees out of 77. And we also increased wages for anyone that had been with us a year. So once you're with the credit union a year employed, we increase your wages to $18 an hour, period, just for being here a year. We really want to level the playing field with those opening positions and provide a livable, comfortable wage for staff. And we offer great benefits too. So we're hoping all those things combined together help us keep and retain high quality staff.
So, if I can ask you, when you're working in a bank, are there various requirements that maybe would come with that industry that you wouldn't experience if you were going to maybe a retail outlet?
Absolutely. Every single one of our staff, we do a background check. We work with them. It's not that we don't hire anybody with credit problems, but we have to make sure that our employees have a certain requirement if they're expected to help people with their finances regarding their own. And then all of our employees also are bonded through our insurance carrier. So in order to be employed here, you have to be bonded and be bondable for employment.
So, what does that mean? What are the qualifications to in order to get that bond?
So basically it's really pretty easy. I don't know that we've ever come across anyone that has not been bondable, but if you have stolen from a financial institution before, that would be a reason that you would be unbondable with our insurance carrier.
What about people with a felony on their record? Even if it was maybe for drugs, we see a lot of issues right now with people who maybe had felony convictions with marijuana and now it's legal.
They disclose that, but that would not keep you from being bondable.
Okay. Again, we're talking with Carma Peters. She's the president and CEO for the Michigan Legacy Credit Union. Again, anyone out there, so many people are hiring, and this is such a great way to get your foot in the door and make a career. This isn't a job, it can be a career and a lifelong a career. Just like for you, Karma, you've been there in the industry for quite some time now. But if I can say too, if I can just ask you, I feel like they need to put financial classes in junior high and high school. We had to go to home ec. I didn't do shop. I had to go to home ec. We need like a financial 101 class in all junior high and high schools.
So I agree with you completely. We have a wonderful thing through the Michigan Credit Union League, which is the Michigan Credit Union Foundation. So credit unions and will come together and sponsor financial reality fairs throughout the state of Michigan. We've been doing that for many years, and we now have that on an app form. So our foundation provides the funds for credit unions to offer that to schools. In addition, the Michigan Credit Union Foundation has sponsored the high school financial reality fair that's held at the Federal Reserve in Detroit every year. We have had several high schools from around the state actually go to the nationals. And most recently, it was the high school in Chelsea that went to the nationals at the Federal Reserve in Kansas City and won the national championship. So there is some really excellent opportunities, and most credit unions, all it takes is a teacher to contact a credit union and say, I would love you to do financial education in the school. And most credit unions, if they don't offer it because maybe their size doesn't permit it or their staffing, any credit union would be happy to refer them to another credit union that does do that. I know of quite a few that are very active in the school systems. So that education is available and it's free, and credit unions love to do that kind of education with students and prepare them for the future.
It really is. I mean, you talk about a class that you're going to be using your entire life. That is a great one. You're listening to 89.3 WBLD Orchard Lake, 88.1 WBFH Bloomfield Hills. Carma, just another minute or two here with you on the MegaCast. And we know it's been a tough year and a half for so many people. And for those at the beginning of the pandemic that maybe lost their jobs and then are starting a new job, they could have some credit issues on their report. How do you recover from that?
Come in and talk to our staff or through our video platform or by phone. We are really good. All of our decisions are made here locally because we are Michigan based and Michigan owned for over 74 years. All the decisions, you're not going to go through a matrix that says, okay, you did not hit this score, so you're out. We look at everything. We look at your relationship with a credit union. We look at your circumstances. That we have staff that have been through very difficult things and have come back, so they understand and they know how to build products and services that are going to help people be successful in the future. So I would say just be upfront, be honest, and come and talk to us, because usually there's really no one we can't help.
So, how can someone monitor their credit report? Because there are so many scammers out there right now, and it could be months before someone realizes they become a victim.
Absolutely. So the best way to do that is through your annualcreditreport.com, which is a free annual service. You can receive a copy of your credit report from all three bureaus. You can also contact each bureau individually, and that would be Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, and get your credit reports. Those are free. So unlike some of the other services that tend to get members hooked on a monthly fee, or customers hooked on a monthly fee, you don't have to do that. There are free ways to do that. So if you're unsure, come in and talk to us. We'd be happy to show you that. We can pull a credit report. It's a lot of people have a misconception that pulling a credit report is going to reduce their score, and that's not true.
I
If
always
you
heard that.
I know a lot of people think that one credit report is not going to hurt your credit score. If you go out and apply for 10 credit cards in one day, that's going to be the big hit.
See, it's all about communication.
Absolutely.
Well, we Carma Peters here with us on the MegaCast, President and CEO for the Michigan Legacy Credit Union. We so appreciate your time, but also your words of wisdom and your advice and your expertise as well. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Have a great day.